Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and today is November 1st. It's the start of a brand new month. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Phuket Provincial Police have announced the seizure of over 49,000 meth tablets, or yaba, and 4.43 grams of crystal meth, or ya ice, altogether worth over 800,000 baht in a series of arrests targeting dealers in Phuket Town. Announcing the news at Phuket Provincial Police Headquarters this afternoon was the new Phuket Provincial Police Commander, Police Major General Sinlert Sukam, who previously served as Commander of Region 3 Police. 3 specific arrests were made, including a 43-year-old on Saktidet Road in Phuket Town. Following the arrest of Anon Sukchuang, a subsequent search of a property on Ranong Road led to officers seizing over 46,000 tablets of yaba and 4.13 grams of crystal meth. Also seized as evidence were a digital scale and 1 mobile phone among 10 other items. The second arrest was that of 43-year-old Paradip Posri, who police say had over 2,600 yaba pills, or methamphetamine pills, on their person. A third arrest, that of 42-year-old Patsak Suwanakat, was also announced, and they were found with 213 meth pills, or yaba pills, and some ya ice. All 3 were charged with illegal possession of a Category 1 narcotic with intent to sell, and all 3 confessed to the charge. For more, visit PhuketNews.com. Officials are looking for operators to bid for the proposed baht bus circular-style service in Patong. And while the project has yet to be fully announced by the Land Transport Office or even Patong Municipality, tuk-tuk and taxi drivers in Phuket Sin City are angry, and they've let out their frustrations in a protest on Tuesday. The Phuket Land Transport Office, the PLTO, posted 3 notices on October 17th, all announcing that the PLTO was now receiving applications from bus operators to operate 3 separate bus services. 2 of the notices announced 2 circular routes in Patong to be served by operators, while the third route open to applications from prospective operators was a decades-old bus service between the old bus station on Phang Road in Phuket Town and Patong. Both services must make a minimum of 40 trips per day for a proposed fare of 40 baht. However, not once has the PLTO chief, Adcha Buachan, nor any official at Patong Municipality explained, mentioned, or even uttered a word about this proposal. But despite the silence from officials, the meter taxi drivers noticed, and they were not happy. On Tuesday, over 50 taxi and tuk-tuk drivers descended upon the Patong Municipality offices to protest the circular baht bus service in Patong, saying it threatens their livelihoods and would greatly impact their survival. Saichol Nuchet, a representative of the taxi operators of the Kok Makam community in Patong, told reporters that the new baht bus service would affect 200 tuk-tuk and taxi drivers in the city, and he called on transport officials to suspend any progress on the service. Present to meet the drivers and receive the formal complaint were Patong Mayor Chalermsak Manisri, joined by members of the Executive Council and the Patong City Council, with officers from the Patong Police looking on. After receiving the complaint, Mayor Chalermsak admitted, quote, "There's never been any coordination from the Phuket Provincial Transport Office regarding details regarding the said project, and there has never been a meeting on this matter before." He went on to say that he will provide assistance and be an intermediary between the transport office and taxi drivers in Patong to obtain information, but that was all. For more, visit PhuketNews.com.
I was sure that it'll be easier to clear you from my mind. I wish you fall out from a window, take a bad trip to the ground. You see your pressure just before you break a bone.
Tourism operators in Phuket are strongly opposed to the government plan to build a traveler health center on the plot previously planned for the International Convention and Exhibition Center. The plan originally was to utilize a 141 rai seaside plot in Mai Khao in the north of the island for a convention center and medical hub, part of a long-term development plan for Phuket after the Specialized Expo 2028. However, in June, Phuket lost out on its bid to host the expo, with voters in Europe choosing Belgrade, Serbia instead. This has prompted officials from the 13th subcommittee under the Phuket Health Ministry, which was granted with the right to operate the 141 rai seaside plot in Mai Khao, from the Treasury Department to change the plan from a new convention center to a traveler health center that would be one 6-story building. The advisory chairman of the Phuket Tourist Association, Bumikiti Rutangam, stated that local communities and tourism operators on the island have been given little to no information about the proposed health center. He also noted that Mai Khao is perhaps the only place with enough land to build an exhibition center, while a 6-story health center could easily be built anywhere else on the island, including the Bangkanun Forest Park as proposed by Vashira Phuket Hospital. He said tourism operators for more than 10 associations plan to submit a petition to Prime Minister Sri Thavisin and Public Health Minister Cholnan Srikeo soon, requesting the government revise the project or conduct a public hearing before proceeding. For more, visit PhuketNews.com. Just days after one of his own MPs voiced support for an opposition bill that would disband the military's Internal Security Operations Command, or ISOC, Prime Minister Sri Thavisin put a stop to that claim and now is announcing that over 9,000 rai of army-owned land is set for redistribution to landless farmers in Udon Thani province. The announcement came on Tuesday from the Premier following a meeting of ISOC at their command headquarters. The Premier stated that 9,276 rai of land in Udon Thani province, or just over 3,667 acres, will be handed over to the government for redistribution to landless farmers in the province. The land, which was owned by the army, was unused and will be handed over to farmers in Udon Thani on Christmas. The Royal Irrigation Department is set to supply water for farming the land. The move comes days after Phouthai Party list MP Adison Pienques suggested on social media to disband ISOC, which he stated allowed the military to interfere in other state organizations' work and undermine democracy. He had voiced support for a bill proposed by the opposition Move Forward Party calling for the dissolution of ISOC over claims that the agency gave the military too much power and is a waste of money and manpower. ISOC is the political arm of the Royal Thai Armed Forces and has wide-reaching authority over the National Anti-Corruption Commission, the Department of Special Investigation, Thailand's FBI equivalent, and the Anti-Money Laundering Office. In his address on Tuesday, the Prime Minister said that the thought of dissolving ISOC has never crossed his government's mind and is not in their plans. For more, visit the link in the description. Thanks so much for joining us on this November 1st edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by PVCPhuket.com. Join us again tomorrow. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.